Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie, and if you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that button down below and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Also, please don't forget to click that bell and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified of any future videos. So today's look is a Kylie Jenner inspired. I was super bored, had no idea what I wanted to film today, so I started looking on Instagram and I started scrolling through hers, and I came across this one. So I was like, oh, that's super easy, pretty, cute, and simple. So that's exactly what I did. And yeah, so this is it. And if you guys want to see what products I used to recreate this look here, then just keep on watching. All right, you guys, so we're just gonna jump right into today's video. As I mentioned in the intro, I will be recreating one of Kylie Jenner's makeup looks. I had no idea what I wanted to film. All I know is that I wanted to film something because this is the only thing that really keeps my mind away from being home and just really not being able to do much. So honestly, makeup has been really been my go-to to really distract myself, you know, besides spending time with my family. But once it's like night or whatever, I'm just like, I'm bored and I don't know what to do with myself. So I was like, you know what, here I am. I'm going to be filming until, you know, to keep me busy, you know? So that's what I'm doing. So like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to film, so I started scrolling around people's Instagrams and I was like, you know what? Kylie Jenner is a good inspiration for makeup ideas because she always seems to have really nice makeup looks. So I started scrolling and I came across this look here. And I thought it was so pretty but so simple at the same time. So this is the look that I'm going to be recreating. Super simple, just like a bronzer on the eye, on the crease, and then the inner corner is where it has like the most you know, color. So it has a sparkly pinky shimmer, a nice icy dusty, I don't know, pink. Right? So that is what I'm going to be doing. I have also a bun on today, which has been my go-to. And yeah, so I already filled in my brows, you guys. I did use the Makeup Revolution brow pomade, and this one is in the shade medium brown. I also went in with some concealer, and this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and this one is in the shade medium beige. I went in with the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. This is great for setting the concealer on the lid or, you know, things like that. So it's perfect. I use it all the time. And yeah, that is pretty much all I use so far. So now, oh, and some lip balm. You guys already know, I just love this one. This is the Maybelline Baby Lips. It's so freaking good. I go through these like water. Like, I just love this. It's the perfect and really inexpensive lip balm. Like, it's so good. All right, so now you guys, I am going to be using a bronzer. I kind of want to see what shadows I can use maybe in this palette. This is a palette that I decided to use for this look because I found the perfect shade to use on the inner corner. So this is the Morphe 35H. This is the Hot Spot palette, and I'm gonna show you real quick what it looks like. So this is it right here. It's a little dirty, but you guys get the gist. This is what it looks like. And I've done actually another Kylie Jenner inspired look using this palette, using this like teal here and this one here, the shimmer one right next to it. And I think I dipped my nail in it. Yes, I did. All right, so anyways, I am going to be using this palette. But I want to actually try this shade here and see maybe if this one works really nice in the crease. I know she has like a bronzer in there, but I don't know. It's not a nice warm shade, but I don't know how warm it is. So first, So first I really want to see what this shadow looks like. So I'm going to be grabbing this Morphe M441 first. And the shade is called Caffeine Buzz. I actually have the names on the palette still. So I'm just going to be grabbing this brush here and seeing if this shadow is going to work. All right, so this is pretty good. I'll work with this because it's not too orange, you know what I mean? It's pretty decent. So I'm just gonna use this on the crease and also like bring it out a little bit and also bring it into the inner corner just a little bit like that. So you wanna extend the shadow, but I also wanna bring it up because she really doesn't have that much space from the shadow and the brow bone. So I want to make sure to bring that up, but not too high up. I want to make sure that that's perfect. That's the exact amount that she pretty much has. So I brought it up pretty high and I'm going to blend that out. You see that? And that's just the right amount. And for some reason, it's kind of difficult for me to match one eye to the other. I don't know why. I mean, a majority of the time it does, but sometimes I'm like, why is it that this one may be more intense than the other? But we shall see how this turns out. Sometimes I go heavier, like I said, on one eye than the other. I don't understand why, but that just happens. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I'm gonna go in, let me look at this real quick because it doesn't really seem like she has anything on her lid, but I am gonna apply just a little bit of the bronzer on the eyelid, just like that, because either way you can't really see what's on the lid. As long as this is there, that color's there, I mean, I think it's perfect. So now I'm just gonna be grabbing this brush right here. This is a ColourPop E20. And now I'm just gonna be grabbing the shade Strobe Light, which this is the one right here that is just going to be very similar or maybe right on to the shade that she has on the inner corner of her eyes. All right, so I'm just gonna grab that and I'm just going to apply that right here on the inner corner. Like a really pretty icy pink. Look at that, it's so pretty. I'm probably gonna have to put more on after I go in with my foundation and concealer, but that is pretty like right spot on to what she has on her inner corner. I know she's wearing one of her eyeshadows, but I haven't really purchased many. I think I only have one, and that's the Sippin' Pretty palette. And that's actually a really good palette, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's a really, why is this like blurry? Is it blurry? So yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That palette is actually beautiful. Like, I really love it every time that I use it. It's so good. I actually should have checked to see if a shadow close to this one is in there. But when I was going through them, I was like, oh, this one would actually work really well. Very nice. All right, so now I'm actually gonna go in with some lashes. She has really like wispy full lashes. So I'm gonna go in with these right here. These are the Kiss Lash Couture Triple Push-Up Lashes in the style Garters. These are so pretty and they're so easy to work with. I absolutely love them. They've actually been one of my go-to lashes. So I'm going to just apply these on real quick. Alright guys, so now that I have the lashes on, I'm going to move on to face primer. So today I'm going to be going in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Riser, and this is the primer and moisturizer in one, and I absolutely love this. I mean, can you tell? It's literally like almost empty. So I've had this for a while, and honestly, it's lasted me for like a very good amount of time. So this I love to use when my skin is like dehydrated and I'm like literally in a rush and I need to like do two things at once, you know? So this is a really good primer. I definitely will be repurchasing this one again. And speaking of repurchasing, you guys, I've placed like a couple of orders during this time and I still haven't received them, you guys. I've placed clothing orders I haven't received. I've placed Ulta orders I haven't received. I received emails that my order, you know, some of the items weren't available anymore, which is fine, but can you kind of ship my order? Sephora as well, I haven't received that yet. And I also placed an order with ABH. That I just placed, so that should be coming this week, and I actually got the tracking number for that, so I'm really excited to at least be getting that. But I haven't really received any of my orders yet, which is kind of frustrating because I kind of want these products so I can film them, but I understand these are like hard times, so I kind of have to be a little bit more understanding, which I am. It's just annoying because I'm home, I'm bored, and I want to play with new makeup. So whatever. But today I'm gonna be going with this foundation that I'm shaking up right now. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I want to use this today, and I'm in the shade Tawny, right? Yeah, I'm in the shade Tawny, so I am going to be going in with this, applying that. I keep forgetting to purchase the pump. It's so annoying because I have to keep literally like grabbing the product and applying it with my finger from the bottle, but whatever. It is what it is, guys. But I love this foundation. It just makes your skin look super flawless, and honestly, it's amazing. You just blend it out. You could definitely use your fingers to blend it out too, you guys. I'm gonna be going in with my sponge in a minute. I just wanna make sure that I have enough on my face and all that. So going in with a e.l.f. sponge, which is what I'm going to be using. I'm just going to use that and blend this out. And this and the primerizer is a really good mix. You see how beautiful this foundation looks? It's just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful foundation. I love it, and it's just like the perfect shade for me right now. So for concealer, I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer with the original one. Just gonna be grabbing a little bit of that, applying that right here, and down here, and down here. And she actually has a really like bright under eye. So besides going in with that, I am going to be going in with a different shade, which is the Medium Sand. It is a little bit lighter. Like this is, look at that. That is super duper light, but I want to mix the two together so it's not like super, super bright. You know what I mean? But I definitely want to recreate what we got going on in that picture. So I'm just going to do it and see how that looks. Even though it looks natural, she still has like a bright under eye. And don't worry, I know I'm gonna have to go back in with that inner corner color. I'm gonna go down the bridge of the nose, just like that, on the sides. Not the bridge of the nose, but on the sides of the nose, chin, and then underneath the nose. To cream contour, I'm gonna be going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this one is in the shade Cool Tan. To blend that out, I'm going to be grabbing my Kenzie brush here. This is like a dome brush. I just started using this because I'm trying to get a good use of all my brushes, and this brush is nice, just as, you know, just as good as the angled brush that I like to use for my powder bronzer, but this is really nice. Alright, so now that I'm done using the brush, I'm going to go in with the sponge, and I'm just going to blend everything so it looks flawless and pretty soft and airbrushed. I'm going to grab a little bit more of that concealer and apply that down the bridge of my nose so there's a little bit of separation and dimension. See that? There you go. You want to break it up. You also want to blend the sides of the nose a little bit so it doesn't look super like two straight lines going down your nose. You know what I mean? Alright, so now you guys, I am going to go in with my RCMA powder, and we're going to set the under eye. I feel like that's pretty like bright enough for me, for my liking, you know? I think it's pretty decent and close enough to what she has going on under the eye. Okay, I'm gonna go on the bridge of the nose here, a little on the chin, some right here between the brows, on the forehead a little. And I'll just go back and dust that off in a minute. I am going to go in and set the cream bronzer. For that, I am going to be grabbing the Hoola Benefit bronzer, of course, because it's my fave. And just going to use my Kenzie brush. Alright, so this is what it's looking like right now, you guys. I'm going to just dust this off my forehead. Okay. Alright, so this is what we got so far. I'm just actually going to blend out the shadow just a little bit more. I don't have any additional product on the brush. I'm just blending out whatever we got going on here, and that is that. So now I am going to apply some mascara. Well, actually no, I am going to be grabbing a smaller brush like this, going back in with that brown. I'm going to apply some on the lower lash line because she definitely has the same shadow on the lower lash line. And since we're in the palette already, I'm going to be going in again with Strobe Light, which is that shade on the inner corner. Popping that color on the inner corner a little bit more. And look at that, it looks gorgeous, you guys. All right, so now for blush, she does have like a pinky blush going on, you know, rosy cheeks. So I am going to be grabbing this palette right here. This is the Tarteist, what is this called? The Blush Bazaar from Tarte, which is this one here. That one. And I'm going to be going in with a little bit of this coral shade here and Skillful, and a little bit of what is it, Exhilarating. So going in with those three here and applying that on the apples of the cheek and bringing it back and making sure that my under eye is bright. I'm going to add a little bit more of that pinky shade. I feel like she has really pinky blush, but I'm also going to go in with the sponge, you guys, because that's a little too bright for me, so I want to tone it down a little. So going in with the sponge, just patting that down so it looks a little bit more subtle. I'm also going to be going in with a little bit of the RCMA powder and the sponge and just reverse contouring just like that. So I'm going to be grabbing this brush right here, and I'm just going to be softening up the edges right here so it doesn't look super harsh. And you see how it's just softening up the edges there? It's not looking super duper harsh, like intense. You see that? I love this brush. This is a really good brush. Okay. I think that's good. I'm content with the way it looks. So now I'm just going to go back in with that big powder brush and just blend the powder off. I don't know what this is. I think it's because it's wet. Okay. So I'm just going to go right back over that with the sponge. Also grab the sponge and blend that out. There you go. Ta-da! All right, so that's what we have going on now. I'm going to be going in with some mascara now. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I love the way this makes my lashes look. They look so good when I have this mascara on the lower lashes and my top lashes when I don't have like falsies on. I just love the way it looks. Really good mascara. Alright, so looking at the picture, it doesn't seem like she really has that much of a highlight going on. So I am going to be applying just a little bit on the tip of the nose because that's the only thing that I really see that she has anything. And it kind of looks pink as well. So I'm going to be grabbing this right here. This is the Hello Halo Blush Highlighter. And this one is in the shade Flash Me. So I'm just going to be grabbing this brush right here. This is the Sigma Shader Inner Corner brush. I'm just going to be grabbing a little bit of that and just applying that on the tip of the nose here. and a little bit. She doesn't have that there on the bridge or anything, but I'm going to apply a little bit here anyway. It's nothing crazy, it's just a little subtle highlight. And if you want to tone it down a little more, just go with the sponge and it'll tone it down. But she definitely has something on the tip of her nose. So there you go. I put it back and I took it off. Now I'm just gonna tap it because it just looks like a little dot. All right, so that is that. Now for lips, I am going to be going in with this one from Makeup Revolution, and this one is in the shade Greatest. I'm going to be going in with this shade right here from L'Oreal. This is a lipstick, and this one is Eva's Nude. And I'm just gonna tap it on the lips. I'm not gonna swipe it, I'm just gonna tap it. And her lips in the picture are definitely a matte, so I'm not adding a gloss or anything like that. So now I'm just gonna go in with my NYX Bear With Me Prime Center Refresh. I feel like I've been using this spray every single time I'm filming a video, but honestly it's the one that's sitting right there, so I'm just like grabbing whatever's there. And yeah, so I'm just gonna spray this and stop talking. All right, you guys, so this is the final look right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I actually really like the way this looks. It's super simple, but you have that inner corner shade right here, and it's like pretty pink. Very like icy light dust of pink in the eye, and I really like it, so hopefully you did as well. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and also please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.